if I go to settings, right?
Okay, cool.
I can check storage like right here. But literally what I'm looking for is how do you check the processor to find out what kind of processor it has? Because what kind of processor does it have?
A16.
Does it show it in here?
No.
It doesn't.
No, it's showing off over there on the where the phones are at. If you look under,
it has a description. Okay. Where are those phones at?
They're going to be at any of the two front tables to the left that way.
I see. Okay,
Yes,
thank you. I haven't had a chance to look at these either, which I want to look at these eventually. These are amazing. I'm just trying to figure out if they have a camera. I'll have to ask in a minute. Okay. Here's what she said. It's an A16.
It's not letting me move past this screen.
Right here. A16 Bionic chip. That's pretty cool. Yeah, it's checking on the processing chip. I did find out that the iWatch, I guess what you call it, it's basically like a watch that you wear. It's like an iPhone watch. It has a processing chip, only 3 steps down from the Pro or the iPhone 14 Pro. So the iPhone 14 Pro, gotta go, is actually a processing chip of A16. I just thought it was cool because your iPhone 14 has a processing chip of A16. The watch is only 3 processing chips down. That's pretty cool. But there's no camera on the iPhone watch or the iWatch, whatever you want to call it. They don't have a camera on it. I gotta find something really quick. Anyway, I thought it was cool. I did learn some stuff about the iPhone 14 Pro and the iMovie. So it works way quicker. It's got all the same stuff the iPhone 11 has on the application, but it works super quick. And they have something new. So there is something new. The camera on the iPhone 14 has cinematic. There's the iPhone Pro 14. It has a cinematic feature which changes the color code to make it look a little bit better. So I'm gonna shoot for maybe the iPhone Pro 16 as a replacement for this one, and I'll have 5G, so that one will be this one, and this one, which is the iPhone 11, will be my camera. And I'll use the other camera too. I'm gonna talk to the associates, probably at Apple before I go by Verizon, because Verizon does like this whole check thing on it. Before I go by Verizon, I'm gonna ask them about transferring information, especially footage, like video footage, from like an iPhone 14 Pro to an iPhone 11, if I choose to use the editor in the iPhone 11, since it'll be the workhorse. And I'll get rid of a lot of the apps that I don't really need to use, and then put the work apps and things like that on the iPhone 14 Pro. And it has an A16 processing chip. Puppy is fast. It's like a sports car phone. They're getting basically miso ramen with ratsu, and something called gyoza. I think I'm getting it right. Gyoza. Everyone pronounces it a little bit different, but I think it's gyoza. It's like a dumpling. And we're going to Wabi House, which is W-A-B-I house. Get with gyoza. All right, I'm detaching now. Time to wind down the phone call. Goodbye, 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 goodbye. Thank you. Goodbye, goodbye. Thank you. Goodbye. Slight pause. Thank you and goodbye. Sorry, we all just cut off really easy whenever we're in a hurry, we're trying to drive. I gotta get the mileage. She's like, sorry, the phone got cut off. That's because I hung up really quick because I'm driving. So we know that we're gonna go 654 miles. We'll be there in 9.54 hours. The arrival time will be 3:57, probably in the morning. I don't know, it hit Missouri or something like, I don't know what it does. Let me try it again. Right, take 2. 1.3 miles. We'll be there in 6 minutes. The arrival time will be 6:10 p.m. Sorry, the other one, I hit Missouri, which was MO. And I was like, what in the world? because it gave me the address for Missouri's 8th Street, or 8th Avenue. There's an 8th Avenue in Missouri, but this one's the right one. This is right over there off of 8th Avenue in Fort Worth. All right, now remember, this show is about anti-drug, so we're non-drug, and non-alcohol, nor do we smoke cigarettes. We just don't like them. We don't like alcohol, we don't like cigarettes, and we do not like drugs. But my knee hurts, I'm gonna have to put some icy hot on it, so I guess that's a drug in one way, but not extreme illegal drugs. And we do not like alcohol. We're going to Wabi House to pick up the gyoza, the dumpling. And then we're also gonna pick up the ramen with the rasha. All right, we're going to Wabi House, W-A-B-I. It's like a ramen place where you can get ramen. There's two ways in. It's this staircase right here. It's one of their employees. Then they got a coffee place over here called White Rhino. It's a type of coffee, White Rhino. And then there's a Chiba Hut right there. Up, is that Red Hots? I can't tell. Might be. Yeah, we're gonna have to cut off here. No, that's not the Red Hots, so never mind. Thought that was copyright. It sounds like something fun though. Oh, my knee. Help me, Lord. That's a really cool area there. You can get some food there too. Yeah, we're dealing with a slight injured knee. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, sorry about that. We might be able to get through it though. I've had some injuries in my past that I've had to deal with. Someone dropped their cigarette. Wabi House. Okay. Whew, lots of pain. Pain level is probably like on a 3, maybe. I'll just walk through here. Not as crowded as usual. Sounds like the cranberries. Maybe the sundaes. I can hear it coming out of the television. Oh, this thing here. Right there. Oh, thing right there. It's a mic. Oh, it's a speaker. Okay. I occasionally drink Aqua Velva, but only on special occasions. It's a drink that was done in the movie Zodiac. Robert Downey Jr. drinks it, his character. I'll find out the guy's name. He's a reporter from San Francisco. He tried to catch the Zodiac killer, but he failed. But he drank Aqua Velva. Yes. So Robert Downey Jr. played Paul Avery. He worked for the San Francisco Chronicle, Paul Avery. And he, in the movie, he drinks Aqua Velva. It's a drink. It's a blue drink. You gotta watch the movie. Oh, thank you, appreciate it. This is a Coke Zero. I'm just kidding. It's a Diet Coke. They don't have Coke Zero here. No Coke Zero?
No, just Diet Coke.
It's Diet Coke. That's okay.
I know. Coke Zero's the better one.
I know. Why is that? Because it doesn't have...
I think the sugar they use in it, like the fake sugar, whatever they use in it, is different.
Like saccharin kind of thing?
Yeah, I think that's why it has different taste.
So the Diet Coke uses like aspartame?
I think so.
Yeah. Which kind of like hurts you.
Yeah, it's worse.
It's worse. It's worse than anything. It's like drinking battery acid.
Yeah.
But they put a little bit of vodka in this, so... No, I'm joking. No, it's just Diet Coke. You know me. I don't know if the copyright's gonna get in. Peanuts or nothing. We gotta make the payment. Oh, yes, it's ready. Wabi house. Wabi house. Who cares? You know, a house just keeps you down. Oh, yeah. I was like, Calvin Klein all the way, do the modeling. She goes, yeah, I thought people approached me with commercial print. I was like, yeah, you'll get that. But don't do it on Facebook. It turns into something else. Yeah. Don't try to launch out a modeling career on Facebook. You could maybe try, but it gets shady. I told her stick with the magazines like GQ. I'm not GQ, I'm sorry. That's for something like me. CK, Calvin Klein. She was like, yeah, okay. Because she kind of had a quirky look. I don't think I got her name. But she made sure the order was correct. So she checked, double checked the order and added the Raya, or the Rayu, and then the Gyoza. And she goes, yeah, you know, they always talk about their shoulders or something. You know, my shoulders are too thin or my shoulders are too narrow. That's no excuse. I said, have you ever heard of Barbara Wawa? She said, who? She's from a different generation. She's probably young enough to be my daughter. I said, Barbara Wawa. She goes, who's that? Barbara Walters. She did like all the major networks. What did Barbara Walters do? Was it Frontline? It wasn't Frontline. 60 Minutes. She probably did 60 Minutes. 60 Minutes on the stair climber. Right next to Oprah. Does like 2 hours stair climbing. Anyway. We're gonna drop your ramen, miso ramen, at your doorstep. Yes. Look at this shadow right here. It's the vlogging monster. I'm coming to vlog you. I will vlog you. All right. We're gonna go 0.4 miles. We'll be there in 3 minutes. The arrival time will be 6:30 p.m. as in the post-meridian. My first business card was this one. And it's from the movie Drive. It was one of the symbols. But it was when I was doing rideshare, which I'm probably gonna go back and do rideshare. But I gotta cover up the information so you can't see the information. But underneath, you can see the PayPal. Message to Daphne. No one can drink 65 beers and then hit a home run. Never happened. All fantasy, just like Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse. Never happened. He did not drink 65 beers and hit a home run. That's called rumor. He drank 6.5 beers and hit a home run. At the most. Dog on chain alert. Daphne sent me a message. She said, I'm gonna get you, Cole Spivey, and your little kitty cat too, named Edmund. Well, you have to go through Linda first. Edmund the cat. Edmund Tuxedo Cassavetes. That's the name of my cat. And he has a tag, but not a chip. I think that's cruel. If the cat wants to be free, be free. There goes Wabi. And she's a hostess. Possible new lead singer. Well, I'd have to ask Linda on the Cole and Linda Filmmaker Band. Okay, New York Times kind of thing. I was gonna say it was New York Times Square kind of thing. But you know what I mean. It's the New York Times Square kind of thing. The hell was that? Oh, let's look at that for a minute. Okay, well, we're okay. All right. Woo. It was yellow. Woo. Always let them see you sweat. That's what I say. Unless it's in a show where you're not supposed to show them, you know, the sweat. Like what show would not? A lot of times when we were doing Streetcar Named Desire and I was playing Stanley, they would spray sweat on us. Or it wasn't real sweat. That would be weird if it was. Smells like sweat, Cole. They did that with Alec Baldwin. He told me about it. He called me right before he shot the cinematographer. No, I'm joking. Joking. We're going to Cook's Children to drop this off. No, they didn't really. But they sprayed sweat. Well, they didn't really do that either. They didn't do any of it. But he did do Streetcar. I did Streetcar. Alec Baldwin did Streetcar. Alec Baldwin did Streetcar Named Desire. I did Streetcar Named Desire. I played Stanley Kowalski. And so did Alec Baldwin. But Alec Baldwin played him like that. I played him like, Stella! Here, look at this right here. Now, they spray water on you backstage in Streetcar to make you all sweaty, like you're in New Orleans. Then they pour water on you in one scene when you're too drunk to stand. When he passes out after 6 beers or so. Really drank that much, really, probably. He did it certain times, and then he hits Stella. And that's that scene. You're so drunk you can't even stand. All right, we gotta call him. See if we're gonna drop this off. It's Chinese food at a Cook's Children's Hospital. We didn't get any answer or any kind of response out of them at all. Emergency room is all it says, but I'm pretty sure it's Cook's. It led me here on the map. So, I don't know. Yeah, there's a front office had about 380 calories today. Trail nuts and grapes. Oh, there goes the knee. A banana would have been great. I didn't get one now. I'm gonna have to get a haircut. Children, as it could always lead to this. It's part of life, though, sickness, you know. As you can see, it's beautiful, a beautiful nightmare, but it happens. And they got some Chinese food, so to pray. I was gonna be a clown here one time. They almost hired me out of Dallas. I may have worked here. It just says in honor of our parents, J.C. and Joan Pace, given by Gary H. Pace, Joe K. Pace, and Margaret Sykes, right here. Pretty cool. All right, on to the next one, as they say. Find peace from within. Choose here, or something like that. They say there's nothing harder than losing a child other than losing your spouse. Full bloom there. It's like a little monkey. Deep of the shining star. There's a lot of stories of people that have lost everything. 9/11 is a story of that. September 11th of 2001. I witnessed it. When I saw that building fall, or the 2 buildings fall, I saw people lose their entire family, or husbands or wives and children all fell that day. It was more than just a glass man falling, a giant businessman made of glass. It was more than that. It was families being destroyed and wiped off the face of the earth. Generations being destroyed, turned into ash that day. Whole generations turned right into ash. And I smelled the smoke. But it comes and goes in different ways. It's not always that easy. It's not all one day kind of thing. Sometimes it takes years, even decades, before your generation is just completely wiped away. Look at this. Well, we can't go there either. But we can go there from here. Some of it. It's all about the angle. Look at that. Pretty great. People spent a lot of time in making that. Right next to the children's hospital. You never know. That is what I was gonna do. I was gonna be one of those clowns that would show up just to show a little bit of joy. A clown of laughter for the children. Time to have a little snack. We're gonna add the spinach. So we've had 380 calories today. I think we had some trail mix and grapes and some crackers. I did get crackers. And here's the spinach. We're adding the spinach to this. I'll show you in one shot here. You can kind of see. I have 3 beautiful, healthy children. David is very energetic and intelligent. Probably going to be an engineer. His name is David Luke Spivey. Elizabeth is gorgeous. She's like a little Brooke Shields. Very pretty. And Gwendolyn is all smiles. All smiles. She's got a message. My grandma, or great grandma, Nanny Wawa, known as Margaret Mitchell, saved my life. I was born with pneumonia and was dying, and she's fed me spinach. And the doctors think that kept me alive. I beat the pneumonia and decided to live. I was probably a few days old when they expected me to die. I had pneumonia. And Nanny Wawa fed me, and I'm here to talk about it. We eat to get energy. So the Lord can work through us, thank you, Lord, for the food, to do His work. And He feeds us. Look at this. That's why there's so much joy in your life. Because I get to eat. If I don't, they're going to send a nuclear bomb to New York City and blow up everybody, even all the buildings. I've already planned it. Millions will die. And when you wake up, pray that I get to eat. This is a cracker, a little bit of turkey on it, and some barley or something. Pretty good. All right, so we got one at Central Market. We're gonna go there and pick up 2 yellow corn tortillas and 12 ounces of coleslaw or something like that. Let me look at this again. It's 12. Just got a message. It's a 12 count of yellow corn tortillas and a medium-sized corn slaw, but it's 2 counts of it, so it's 24 corn tortillas and then some coleslaw. So they're gonna put the coleslaw on the corn tortillas and wrap it up and eat it. It's gonna be a 12 count of yellow corn tortillas. 2 of them, so it'll be 24 total. A 24 count. 24 is a good age. It's a good age. Nothing like 27 though. 27 is the pinnacle of all. That's when I arrived in New York City. I was 27 years old. And in Los Angeles. I was 27 in Los Angeles too. Let me tell you, it was a heck of a ride. Anyway, so 2 counts of 12 corn tortillas. Total of 24. Then we're going to get some coleslaw, medium. And we'll be there in 2.5, 8 minutes at 7:09 on the arrival time. That's 7:09 p.m. post meridium. And there's the sun, if you don't believe me. As in the sun in the sky. Alone. Headed to Central Market. Yeah, John Cusack's going to be somewhere out there in June, and I get to ask him a question if I get the microphone, which I'm pretty good at doing. I was always able to get the microphone when I asked Richard Gere a question, when I asked Sissy Spacek a question, when I asked Will Smith a question, when I asked Benicio del Toro a question, and none of it aired. Not on international television. I was too much from Texas. It probably would have taken about 10 years off of Lipton's life. Would have died earlier than what he did. But I did see him edit some of the shows. But the footage is there. So they have the raw footage on tape. Use beta tape. So all those shows they have a copy of all those shows. They're just trying to sell it to the highest bidder. Anyway, Central Market. Ooh, lots of sun. 91 degrees Fahrenheit. 91 degrees Fahrenheit on this wonderful day of May 8th, 2023. Picking up your 24 count yellow corn tortillas and a medium coleslaw. I'm gonna find the coleslaw, and we of course don't forget the corn tortillas. I just like this little fire truck one. All right, corn tortillas. Whoa! Look at this for a minute. Yeah, with my children. You want to fasten the waist strap. Look at this for a minute. Yeah, I got someone trying to run into me in the back. Alright, it's RTS shopping cart. Fasten waist strap. Please do not remove from store. No standing, children. Always use the supplies restraint to keep your children seated. You want to sit down in this thing. And do not let your children ride in the food basket. This will probably be for Gwendolyn. Do not let your child push or steer the shopping cart. Always stay close to the shopping cart. Only for children capable of sitting upright and assisted. Okay, so they're going to be assisted. Canada and USA. It has the patent on it. So it has been patented. It's copyrighted. Good to go. We gotta find the yellow corn. Ooh, lost an orange. Don't want to dig under there and eat that one. Portlandia. Portlandia.
Right. I like better. Strawberry one.
I'd get the other one. The melon. This one right here. It's actually pretty good. Oh, so sorry. I think I'm number 22. Right here. Oh, I'm so sorry. Turn to the left. The left. Come out to the right. Whoa, barely missed that one. That would have been a heck of a wreck. Hey, he's got a JWW beat. All right, we'll find it. They told me once in acting school, if you're gonna be a good artist, you gotta be a good thief. Now I know what they mean. Here we go, mama. Your favorite. You can't beat this stuff right here. This stuff does wonders right here. That's actually just the right ride. And for all you drug addicts, shrooms. You know what? What's the difference? Remember that? I went back in the day, walking around aimlessly. Wife! Wife! She's like, knife! Knife! Alright, I gotta figure this out. Oh, my goodness, that was almost a train collision. I think I know how to get the coleslaw. Probably, I'm thinking maybe here. They said there's no coleslaw, but they have to have coleslaw in the store. I'm gonna talk to someone that's sane. Where would I find coleslaw? Yeah. Produce? Okay. So it is produce, are you sure? What about corn tortillas, like yellow corn tortillas? Bread? Bakery. Gotcha. Yellow corn. Should be a 12 count.
15.
That's okay. If it's 15, it's fine.
Yeah, I think ours are 15.
That's fine. And are these yellow count?
Yeah, yellow corn.
Yellow corn. 12 count. We're going to do this right here. Big overweight bagels. You got your onion, poppy seed, sesame, blueberry, cranberry, cinnamon. Everything. Everything. Everywhere. All at once. About that many bottles of wine. You can have all that while I get my Oscar. Look at that. You can have all of it. Look at that. Just look at it. It's all summer wine. Look at the product. They'll probably have it in Olympia. You can have all of it. That is your jewel. You can have all of that while I get my Oscar. I appreciate you. Yep, appreciate you. We found it. La 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 la, this song's copyrighted, but we're gonna sing over it, so it's not copyrighted. And we're going to sing over it. It's good enough. Got it.